What is up, pups? My name is FoxDoggist and welcome back to Minecraft Mythos. Now I know everything looks a little bit different. I'm trying out some different texture packs. This one in particular happens to be fantasy, I believe. But I don't have a whole lot of time right now. I'm about to leave for school, but I wanted to show you what I've been doing. Actually, let me take a step back here. So last time we went off looking for let's go ahead and come outside for a location for the farm system. Whoa, hold up a second. That's not actually true. Last time the video was getting to be a little bit long, so I just decided to cut it there. I was thinking about doing a part 2 to cover that, but we spent pretty much all of the next episode in a creative world, and that's no fun. So, sorry for the inconvenience, but let's go ahead and get back to the video. And you saw a little bit of a glimpse of it, but basically I scoured the entire map. I went out into the secondary map, this one. No, not this one. This one. And I wasn't super happy with any of the locations. They were either too far away or they were too small. So I just decided to burrow into the base a little bit and dedicate a new location for it. And I'm very happy with how it's turning out. I admit I've been getting a little carried away. I have a habit of doing that, and I need to stop doing that. I apologize, but this is what I've got so far. It doesn't look like a whole lot now. I'm going to be hooking these things up with like fences to the ceiling, which will be the spruce planks going all the way back. You can sort of see me starting that back there. So I've got the water systems in place. These won't be visible, by the way. There will be these pillars will be the same as the walls up there with the stone brick and the acacia wood support pillars. The pillars themselves will be right here, but the walls will stop here. The actual space itself, though, will be glass. And I'm not certain if I'm going to have like an actual walkway here, or if I'm going to have some sort of entry in the back. I haven't fully decided, because if I have a walkway here, it's going to need to be able to hide away to allow the water to push it all into this little ravine here, which funny enough has a weird little water glitch where it sort of connects. But rest assured, it pushes all the way through. There is no I'm not holding my controller at all. It pushes you up into this hopper here. So there's there's no place for the items to sort of get sucked up into the wrong location. Like, they can't magically pop up back there, because even if they could, they would sort of flow right back down. It's just a visual glitch. So that's a thing. Now, on the other hand, I almost contemplated using some sort of like barrier here to like block this off, but I think it's going to be out here with the actual pillars. And my reasoning behind that is, if we were to have, like, let's come in here for a second, and let's say this was a wall of glass, right? If the wall of glass was right there, the items would get stuck right there. They wouldn't be able to flow in to our capture system. So I think what I'm going to have happen is, there we go. I'm going to have these walls come out to about right here. They'll connect to this wood part. But there's going to be a 3x1 gap in between each of these farms. Let me up! I have a little bit of a dummy hole set up in each of these drops to let me out if I got caught. That way I don't have to... Oh, the water is so strong. There we go. But anyway, so all of the items will get pushed into this little stream here, which all converges into this hopper here. The hopper, I'll demonstrate it real quick. We'll pick up the items. There's a dispenser and a comparator clock set up. I'll go ahead and try and show that to you real quick. I gotta be careful though, because I don't want to break the redstone. So there's the comparator. And actually there's two comparators here, and the reason that is I was having problems getting it to pulse the right way. So what I ended up doing, we'll just break this for now. Oops, I broke the repeater, I think. Wait, did I pick it up? There it is, it looked weird. So there's a comparator here that loops into a block. The repeater picks that up and puts it into this comparator, which spits out a full power signal, which loops around into here. And the way that looping works, it causes it to clock. Then it goes over there, I believe. Yeah, so it's just a redstone line that loops around to this dropper here, right there. And then the reason I have it set to one of these clocks is I wanted this to be pulsing as fast as these items were coming through the hopper. And the only way to get that to really work without it locking up. So what happens is this pulse stays on the entire time. It doesn't really pulse with the items. So that's how that works. So we'll go ahead and block everything off. I need to make sure I replace everything in the right spot. Excuse me. That goes there, and then these go here. And then this is just something to sort of help it stand out a little bit, and then we got a trapdoor to make sure that we can still walk over it and whatnot. We have access to all of our stuff, and so that's how we'll collect the system. Now, I still need to figure out a way, if I'm going to do something like this at all, that will let us replant everything automatically. I had this idea for using some villagers, maybe caged up in the back here, so let's go ahead and hop over here. Like right here-ish, like let's say there's a door here, or it might be further back to lock them in place so that they don't just come in here and harvest whatever. But I had an idea to use like a villager set. My only problem is they need to be exposed to the sky on one side of their house for it to count as a house, and they won't harvest unless it's counted as a house. At least from my my testing, that's what seems to be the case. And that's a problem because I would have to burrow all the way up and put like glass in here, which I'm not against doing, it's just I don't really want to. That's a lot more trouble than I want it to go through. But that would mean that what I could do is, let's say right here is our dispenser hole, right? Our pipe. They'll be locked into place, and we'll have some sort of system. I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to work it out yet, but I'm thinking it's going to be like a timer system that will dispense the water, and I think it only needs like 15 seconds, I think, for it to push all the items down. Now that's from my testing in the creative world, so I'm not 100% sure of that. I'm just going to go ahead and carve these holes out to be symmetrical, because it's going to bother me if I don't. But I think it only needed about 15 seconds to go through all three layers, but that's not counting the length of these layers. I think these are longer than the ones in the test world. They should be long enough for it to work just fine. I don't know though. I already did that one. So regardless, what will happen is the water will come down, it will wash everything away, and then for between 15 and 20 seconds we'll have a timer set. What will happen is after that 15 to 20 seconds the water will shut off, and after another maybe 5 seconds or so the doors will open up, and what that will hopefully do is, you know, like let's say there's a piston, like a sticky piston here holding this block in place, that will drop, allowing the villagers to come out here and start replanting this entire thing. And I don't know how I'll get them to return to their homes, but I think what I'll do is once they do, there will be some sort of system in there to relock them in place. And I might use like an XOR gate or something like that to make sure that activates properly. But regardless, we have the base farm set up. Now we just need to figure out the automation part, on top of getting all the aesthetics done. So that's what I'm going to work on. Right now, however, I have to get ready for school, so I'm going to do that once I get back. And after we do that, I guess we can start with something else. I'm not entirely sure what I want to do yet. This needs to go. I don't like this at all. I love the lighting. Also, by the way, glowstone looks awesome in this texture pack. Acacia wood is garbage. Every texture pack I've seen so far does not keep the feel of acacia wood, and I hate that. But the glowstone looks cool. It's got like a pulsing fire look to it, maybe. That's real cool. But the floor pattern, it works for the trapdoor. It has that feel to it, but it does not work here. So we need to figure out something else for that. But anyway, so I'm gonna get those stuff done. I'll bring you guys back once I've returned from school and I've got some more stuff to show you. But I don't want to keep I don't want to keep working off camera because I feel like every episode is going to turn into look what I've done, and I don't like those kind of episodes. I like having you guys along with to sort of show off the process. So we might, you know what, we need to do some more mining too, so I'll probably have that done before I bring you guys back just because that's boring. I don't know, we'll see. That's my infinite water source, by the way, to prepare for all this. So that's what I've got so far. I'm gonna get the other stuff done, and I'll BRB's pups. Alrighty, pups, welcome back. I got a little bit more work done. The first thing is I got all the roofs in place. I still gotta fix that though. Actually, I can do that right now. But first, I'll show you off what I've done. I've got this wall completed, and it's not just this one. It's every one in between each of the farms. I made a change in plans. So I did some more testing, and I found out that you can, in fact, have a hopper underneath farmland, and it will pick up through the farmland. The hopper system is along every single block, including these spaces here, and that's because underneath these slabs it's just open water. So should anything somehow happen to get inside of there, it can still be collected and put into the system. Alrighty, pups. I hate to interrupt again, but I've noticed a bad habit I've been starting. In that I've made my videos consistently really long. That just means that I have to cut them up into multiple parts, which kinda sucks, but I mean, it's whatever, it'll work. So that's gonna be it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new. Feel free to share and favorite as you see fit. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Make sure to stay tuned for part 2. Anyway, I'll see you guys later.